What up, Digital Slang? Welcome back. Today, the Black Pods Pro from Knock Pods. We're going to check them out. Another version of the matte black pair of the AirPods Pro. Hopefully, one day Apple will decide to give us a matte black pair. But for now, let's check these out. The Knock Pods Pros, Black Pods Pros from Knock Pods. Matte black version. You guys know, if you follow the channel, how much I love the look and feel of these. So we're going to go in, test them out, check them out. We'll do all of the usual testing. Now, also in the box, we do get the Lightning to USB Type-C for charging. We do get some extra silicone tips, and of course, the user's manual here. Throw that stuff to the side. Now, I am running the latest version of iOS on here, the beta version as well. So if we take a look at the actual Black Pods, now these do support wireless charging. Bluetooth 5.0 battery life on here is going to be about 4.5 to 5 hours. And another 24 with the case, so not bad battery life. And these do have the real vents on top. They are not stickers. And on the bottom, the black bottom with the chrome ring. So very cool. The real silicone tips on here as well. And again, they do support wireless charging. Now we also get that reverse lid that we love so much. It's just a joy to play with. Let's check them out. We're going to connect them, run them through all of the testing, and we'll check them out, see how good they are. Now, iPhone 11 Pro Max, I am running the latest version of the beta on here. So once we open the lid, it pops right up, not your AirPods Pro. You go and you hit connect, you hold the button on the back of the actual pods. It is connecting. Once it's connected, you can take your button or your finger off the button, throw these in your ear, and we can start. Now, fit-wise, these do fit really good. And once you are connected, you do get the real sound like the real AirPod Pros. And if you go into Bluetooth settings, of course, you click on your little blue info button here, you're going to get the menu options. And it's the same menu as the real ones, but we'll go through it, test everything so you guys can see. Now, you can go in and you can rename these and call them whatever you would like. Noise cancellation off and transparency mode. Now, these do not do anything. Unfortunately, this does work in the menu, but it doesn't do anything. No transparency mode and no active noise cancellation on here at all. Now, press and hold your AirPods. We are going to change this to Siri. That's just how I roll with it. So we will test that once we test the touch controls. Now, your ear tip fit test, let's try that out. Sometimes on clones they work, other times they do not. So here, we do get the real sound, the real song, and it does give us a good seal result. So let's take one out and we'll try it again. So again, the real music, but it's still giving us a good seal. So no good ear tip fit test on here, and we'll take them out. We're gonna try it again with both of them out of our ear now and see if it does recognize it that way. So yeah, ear tip fit test, no good on here. The only plus is you get the real sound, but not a real test at all. Your microphone, of course, leave your mic there. In-ear detection, of course, that is if I pull these out of my ear. When listening to music, it should pause, and when I put it back in, it will play. Now this is on. I'm gonna test it once we go over all of the controls and see if that works. So as far as GPS and Find My, there's none of that as well. So let's keep going. We're gonna start the testing, check out how they sound. All right, sound-wise, these things sound pretty good. They're not as good as the AirPod Pros. We're not going to get a pair or a clone that sounds as good as the real AirPod Pros, but these, for what they are, they sound really good. There's some bass. It doesn't muffle out the highs and the mids. It's clear enough. And the volume, plenty of volume. These things are really loud. Overall, the sound quality, really good. So we're missing some things, right? Find My is not on here. Transparency mode's not on here. But the sound quality is really good for what these are. Sound quality is pretty good. I don't think anyone will be disappointed in how these sound. So we're going to keep going. We're going to check out the latency, see if there is any delay when watching videos on YouTube. We'll jump in, play video. So no delay between audio and video, and for a pair of clones, of course, that is always a really good thing. A lot of times with these, we will get some delay, especially on iPhones and YouTube. For whatever reason, they do not play well together. On here, everything's in sync, sounds good, no problems there. We're gonna go on and we'll do a mic test. Check out the mic. All right, guys, the mic test of Knock Pods. Black Pods Pro, the latest version. I'm hoping the mic sounds really good. So far, sound quality really good. We are missing some of the bells and whistles. Hopefully the mic sounds really good. Now, one more thing on here. If you do go into Control Center, you can see here we have the logo from the AirPods 2 styles. So I know a lot of people that's very important to, and on here it still is the AirPod 2 logo. Now, touch controls on here, you do have to kind of find that sweet spot to get them to work properly. But once you find that spot, they do work very well. Now, I could not get in-ear detection to work on here, but touch controls in general work very well. 1 force touch will play and pause or answer in the phone call. 2 will go to the next track, and 3 will go back to the previous track. And if you touch and hold, it will activate your voice assistant, whether that is Siri or Google Assistant. It does work. You just have to kind of find that sweet spot, and that's the case with a lot of these clones. All right, guys, the Black Pods Pro from Knock Pod. So it does some things well, and at the same time, it's missing a few things, right? We don't have transparency mode, the real logo in the control center, the ear to fit test. It doesn't do anything. It's not real. So it is missing a few things, but the things that it does do, it does very well. Sound quality on here is really good. Again, don't compare it to the real AirPod Pros. They're not as good as the real AirPod Pros. There isn't a clone out there on the market that is as good as the AirPod Pros. That's why they cost what they do. But for what these are, they sound really good. There's some bass. The highs and the mids do not get lost. It sounds good. We did a mic test. Let me know how the mic sounds. No delay, no latency when listening to video on an iPhone and YouTube. That is a big deal. And the touch controls, you do have to find that sweet spot, but once you do, they do what they're supposed to and they work very well. Now, no in-ear detection, but overall, not a bad pair of Black Pod Pros from Knock Pods. I'll drop the link below. Also, wireless charging, Bluetooth 5.0, battery life on here, 4.5 hours. So not bad at all. Shipping all from the US with shipping insurance. So keep that in mind, guys. I'll be back soon. I hope everyone is staying safe. 2020 has been, well, let's just say it's not a good year. So hopefully it's over soon and we can get back to some normal, good quality life. But stay safe up until then. I'll be back soon, guys. Peace.